got you the new 3-action baby pump plumper.
3-action baby pump plumper? Does she have 3 boobs? What is it? What is this, Total Recall? Diaper cake looks kind of good. What am I saying? I can't eat a diaper cake. Or can I?
There's a lot of good-looking women up in here, though. But I don't recognize all of them, though. I wonder. Are they my cousins?
Girl, I left your shower gifts at home, but I did get you this fruitcake from the market.
Oh, girl, you know I love fruitcake.
Yes.
Fruitcake? Do people still get fruitcakes? Maybe Christmas time. Hey, Stats Guy, do you like fruitcakes? I'm talking to you with my mind like Professor X. Yes, that's exactly what's happening right now. Not a fruitcake guy. Not a fruitcake guy. Not a fruitcake guy.
I don't want to be involved in no Game of Thrones, Cersei and Jaime Lannister have a evil demon seed of a son like Joffrey. No bueno.
This is bad. Just hungry, man. I know I can order Jimmy John sub. It's the 5th baby bottle warmer. How many bottles can one baby drink at a time?
West side, baby. It's good.
Everybody, welcome back to Geek Salad.
Dab on them. Wait, do people still dab? Was that last year?
They had confirmed a Nightwing movie is in the works.
Okay.
And Adam McKay, I think he's a guy that helped out. He's a comedy writer, director, I want to say.
Okay.
He's going to either write or direct the Nightwing movie. So, maybe DC is doing something good, man.
It's hard for me to get excited about that because I know Batman is like 2.5 years away. So
True.
you know Nightwing has to be even further away than that.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I would definitely go to see it. Nightwing is definitely one of my favorite characters.
We already heard his take on Logan.
Yeah, I did a little quick shot on Logan. If you haven't checked that out, check that out. It should be up on our YouTube page. But as far as a full review, I think it's definitely top 5 comic book movie of all time. My favorite thing about it is how it transcends genres. Like, it's not just a comic book movie,
right,
but it would work even if you weren't working with the X-Men. It would work if he was just a regular guy. It still would work.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, hands down, I love the movie. I did feel as if it was kind of long in some places, but for every scene I thought that was long, it set up another scene that's going to be even better, or builds up to that moment, right? Overall, I think this is probably the best that we have seen Hugh Jackman play in any movie.
Yeah.
And rightfully so, because this is his character. Wolverine was his first feature film.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And now, 12 years later, for him to end it on this type of note, most actors can't end their franchises in the same way. So this was just done beautifully. So I want to give a good clap to the folks at Fox for finally doing what we should have seen over a decade ago.
Exactly. Finally, a Wolverine movie that the character deserved.
That's right.
With
So
the R rating, hard R rating. They
Exactly.
took advantage of every opportunity to make that rated R. I love it.
now, as far as hard R rating, this man saw the Belko Experiment.
Yes, he
I
did.
haven't yet, so take it away.
Belko Experiment is by definition an exploitation movie. Quick, tell y'all what an exploitation movie is if you don't know already. Basically, it's a movie that stars B-list actors. No disrespect, but it's a movie where the studio doesn't really have to pay the actors much and doesn't cost much to make the movie, but the hope is the movie makes a lot more than it costs to make it, which is you hope for any movie, but it's definitely an exploitation type movie. Like it plays on like a certain feel, a certain genre.
Right.
And this movie was made in the same ilk of like Saw movies. Like what other some movies?
So like a Hostel.
Like Hostel, yeah. Movies
What about like Battle Royale or The Hunger Games? Because
Hunger Games.
It takes that type of trend where people have to off each other
to survive.
To survive.
Right.
in a confined area.
Man, look, Belko is like Hunger Games in just that minute detail. To where you have to kill other people for your own survival. That's it. The Hunger Games trilogy was great. I didn't get a chance to read the book. Oh, wait a minute. You didn't like Hunger Games, really?
We'll talk about that later on.
I loved Hunger Games, man. Yeah. Like, it's funny because I thought I wouldn't like it, but I did like it. But back to Belko. Belko, I really, coming into it, I really didn't have high expectations for it, but I wanted to go into it with an open mind. You know, maybe I would be pleasantly surprised.
All right.
I really wasn't. Belko pretty much gave me everything I expected it. This is why it's not believable. The main character, spoiler, so if you haven't seen it yet, maybe you want to just skip forward to this part. But anyway, the main character is an IT guy for this Belko company.
Wait. I don't want to know. So, because I still want to see myself.
You still want to see it yourself?
Right. So, should people see it? Should I spend my hard-earned matinee money on this movie?
I would never recommend people just wait on the bootleg on Fire Stick. We don't promote bootlegging. But that being said, you probably just want to wait and watch it on bootleg on Fire Stick. Unless you like me and don't mind. I don't mind going to the movies seeing a bad movie, because sometimes even a bad movie can be entertaining because it's so bad.
Right.
Yeah, because
it's fun to watch.
It checks off all the cliche boxes, man. I wouldn't go to the movies. If your expectation is to go and have like a unique, very great cinema experience, don't go see the Belko Experiment. If you just don't have anything else to do,
right?
Because it's a Tuesday and you just happen to have a weird day off during that week, go see the Belko Experiment.
I mean, I guess you could kind of expect that, you know, from the trailer, it wasn't going to be one of these masterful cinemas for the decade. I mean, you know, it looks like it's going to be like a nice, fun, bloody time for the most part.
I can say that. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, speaking of possible failures, Sony has announced that Venom, the long-awaited movie, will be coming out in September of 2018. Now, I believe it ain't going to happen because there's no director, and to my knowledge, there's no script, no casting. So a movie to come out within a year some change, and plus, you know, you got to think about shooting, post-production, marketing. You know, all that takes time. Especially if Sony is going to sink over $100 million, because you know they will, into this movie. Yeah. You know, I don't see it. And if they're trying to build a hype for it, let's hope that they don't repeat the same mistake as Spider-Man 3.
It can happen. And here's why it can happen. Because right now we're only in March. So from the rumors that I hear, if it does come out in 2018, it's not going to come out until October 2018, which is really like 19 months. Which is like, it's not just a year, it's like a year and a half. And I've actually heard a rumor that they already have a script banged out. So, I mean, it could happen. More than likely what I see happening is as they get a director, as they cast more people and begin shooting, it probably just ends up getting pushed back.
Right. And I see that, but what I'm also worried about is that before, when they was talking about doing the Venom movie, how it wasn't going to be connected to Spider-Man. Now, if you're any type of fan, you know that Venom and Spider-Man go hand in hand, right? So why would you do a movie separate from Spider-Man? Because remember, I'm gonna get real geeky on y'all. What you call it? Symbiote costume, right? First was on Spider-Man.
Peter Parker, yeah.
Then when it got separated, it got mad, went to Eddie Brock. So pretty much Eddie Brock is just a bigger, deadlier version of Spider-Man. So how are you going to do a movie of somebody that looks like Spider-Man but not be a part of the Spider-Man franchise?
Here's why I don't mind it. Because it's really no different than what writers do with comic books all the time. Like, I used to collect comic books when I was a kid, and I collected the Marvel cards and all of that other geeky type stuff,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
For like the first 20, 30 years of Logan, he was just Logan. He didn't have a last name. He didn't have anything. He didn't know anything about his past except for the Weapon X project. Okay. Fast forward 20 years, His name is James Howlett. His history goes back to the Civil War and before that time. And it's because once you have writers coming in and taking artistic license and changing things. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, I could understand that, right?
Yeah.
But my thing is, this character was made famous by his run-ins with Spider-Man.
True.
Right. Now, I'm cool for a movie that's all to its own. But for him not to be involved in any way with the Spider-Man franchise, I don't see how that can work in the long run.
This is my concern. More than being the fanboy. And I am a fanboy. I make no qualms about that. I'm a fanboy. I want to see it just like it was in the comic book. But at the same time, I think a great story trumps everything.
Right.
So if you want to change a story up, you better bring it. And if you bring it and the story is great, I can get down with it.
Right, so let's hope that Sony don't mess up.
Get it together.
All right. Thank you for coming to a new episode of Geek Salad. Once again, I'm G.
I'm Christopher ARye and Quest. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. We got a lot.
Comment, subscribe.
All of that. We throwing no gang signs? What was that? You doing?
Geek Salad.
All of that. We don't endorse gang activities. We love you.
Peace.
Once to the album comes, so check it out. For the M-A-D-I to the S to the O-N, potent to get your O-N.
Oh yeah!